Boss is mean.
I'm not mean. I'm a real nice guy.
That's why you're not nice.
I'm a nice guy, and if I find a nice girl, I'd make a nice boyfriend. I'm a nice guy.
Garbage. You would not be a good... All he does, like, you think she want to go out with me? Yeah, if she wants to give a Hummer to a middle-aged man and then be booted out of the car, you're perfect. You're an awful boyfriend.
No, I'm not.
Oh, he is a womanizing scumbag.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, and I mean, we all like to womanize, all right? But he is a dirtbag. Oh, mighty, have some female. I always walk him down, and I talk to him in front of the desk guy so that they can't claim I raped them. That's what this... Which actually is brilliant.
When you're in a hotel...
Oh, my God.
When you're in a hotel, if you say you pick up a girl on the road, not that I do that anymore, but say you pick up a girl...
Right.
And you're leaving a hotel, you don't want to be like Tyson, so you walk up to the desk and go to the guy, what time is it? And he sees that you're laughing together, smiling, and the whole thing.
Right.
You know, that's if you don't have your recorder.
What the hell are you doing that you have to think this?
I know, like, I have never even thought that you would need alibis and backing up by the desk guy.
Because, you know, we're famous comics on the road.
Hey,
and girls want to, you know...
Is that what it is? Do you like, grab her by the side and pinch and go, say something nice to the effing man?
Hold the back of her neck.
Say you're having a good time.
Anything like that? Or do they have to say, hi, I had fun. He didn't rape me. Good night.
Say it. Say it like I told you to say it, bitch. Say you had fun and everything went okay. You wanted it, you whore. You know you did.
What was the girl?
I raped my date, and now I'm dodging her.
I do. You know what?
I got a dryer door.
I'm going to hit the over the head with it.
Hey, things are slow. It's another week. Let's bring Boston and trash them.
Hey, honey, take your laughing pants off and put your rape pants on.
That is on your website, you know.
What?
To put your laughing pants on.
I haven't talked to
on my website.
Oh, no, it's on Laugh.
It's just
laugh.com?
Yeah, it describes your CD by saying...
It says, put your laughing pants on.
No, it
It's disgusting. Put your laughing pants on.
No, it does not. It does not. I didn't think they would print that when I told them to do that.
Take your laughing pants and your underoos off, you little bitch.
Oh, man.
Hey, Voss, can you tell the hotel story that you told us at the restaurant the other night?
Oh, yeah.
You can? You got it.
Am I allowed to tell that? Yeah, I can tell that.
I just don't know if the chick's listening, that's all.
Oh, she might be...
You ruined it, Opie. He was ready
What's the
to
hotel
say.
story?
Just tell it.
It's a scam he does. It's hilarious.
No, it wasn't a scam. That's
a one-time scam.
That,
That's what he did. Come on.
Okay,
You're going to be a good boyfriend someday.
I meet this girl.
You could do what Old Dirty did 2 weeks ago and say it was for the radio.
All right.
That this was a fake story.
It is fake.
Yeah.
All right, I meet this girl. You know, we meet at the club, and then we go to eat, and we're in the parking lot, right? And we're making out in the parking lot of the diner. And she said, well, I don't really want to do this in a diner parking lot. So I go, okay, and I pull next door into the car wash, and we're making out there.
Because I like to get my car washed.
I know.
So there's witnesses.
Well, it was nighttime. I'm not doing any day gigs.
She was still alive at what time?
And we had to go, oh, okay, so then we go, I said, well, I know where there's a hotel. It's kind of, inexpensive. So we pull into the hotel, and there's like no cars there. No cars.
Key to the story.
Had you already finished once?
No, I didn't finish.
No,
There's no cars whatsoever.
No cars.
No cars.
Hotel.
Key to the story.
Key to the story. No cars. Okay.
And then I say, we're sitting in the car, we're fooling around. I go, can you watch me do things with myself before we go in, She says, okay. And so I do things for myself, as I touch her a little. And
you're done with the things.
And I'm done with the things. And then I go, okay, so like I walk in, and there's no cars. And I come out and I go, they're all sold out.
You used her as a three-dimensional Playboy or something.
There's like no cars there. And, right, she goes, well, where is it? I go, well, it's like one of those welfare hotels. They don't have cars. But, what the hell? Let's get out of here. It's late and stuff. And, It's not a big deal. I mean, you know.
Right.
That's a good story.
I'm not going to pay, you know, $40 and finish that quick and just sit there and go, oh, I hate this and I want to leave. So I got to take that chance in the car by myself and see if I, you know, get excited again to do it again.
So you just crank, and as you're looking at her nude or something, and or topple, you got your hand wherever, and
then he goes in to get the room and comes out and says they're sold out for the night.
Well, you're a nice guy. You'd be a good boyfriend. You're a good person.
I love that story.
I would never do that next week at the Comics Cafe in Rochester. I would never do that.
Wow. Nice shameless plug. Nice.
Next week, Wednesday through...
You're on in Rochester?
They were on in Rochester, and this plug was just heard at, I think, 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
They're on at night, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, why put you on live time? Why put you on live? That would be stupid. Your ratings and stuff.
Yeah. You go on there after the XFL reruns, or?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Patrick. Patrick, what's
They're all sold out, but can you tell the desk clerk there everything's fine and you're fine?
So what's up with the pilot, Bob?
Yeah, what is this?
I don't want to talk about it or anything, but, you know.
Don't act like you have a bunch of pilots. Which one are we talking about?
Well, this one. Well, it's something for VH1.
VH1, yes, we've all heard of that.
Yeah, we're going to shoot it next week. And, you know, you don't want to really tell the storyline before it happens.
Oh. Yeah, that would just make people want to see it.
That was... well, you know, it's going to be like a talk show.
It's like a call-in talk show.
Right thing, yeah. And it's going to... it's me and another person.
Will someone be calling in going, "Hi, is Daddy there?" I love that bit.
No, because I'm dodging it.
Does this pilot have a name?
Yeah, The Unhappy Hour.
Really?
Yeah, it's called The Unhappy Hour.
Perfect.
And you're going to be taking calls from people.
Yeah.
And discussing what? Anything?
Anything they want to talk about.
Anything they want to talk about. Any problems they might have?
They might have some problems, and we'll talk about it.
And you're there to solve their problems?
Well, no, myself and...
Get a tattoo of the Star of David. That solved my problem.
No, it'll be...
Start gambling.
Myself and a psychotherapist.
A real psychotherapist?
Yes. It's very good.
Okay.
I tested with 3 of them, and this one is great.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
This is good. So, I mean, you know...
How can you help people? Your life's in the toilet. How can you help people?
From experience.
From experience.
How to get a chick out of the car 30 seconds after you spill one in her face. You're an awful creep of a human. He's always saying, I need a girlfriend. I'm like, well, you're not a nice guy. You're awful.
But I could see what I mean right there. I could tell him what not to do. You know?
Did you just dump? Run.
Pull into the emptiest hotel and say it's sold out.
That's my favorite story of all time.
Dude, one time me and him, this is creep. We're in Pennsylvania. One time, this is true. We're in Pennsylvania doing a gig and we're hanging out. And his boss has a rap. He's talking to this girl. This is years ago. She's maybe a 5. Looks like Foghorn Leghorn's nephew. She has glasses. She's awful.
That little kid?
Yeah. She works for CBS. She's a horrendous Pennsylvania trash.
CBS, right?
CBS.
Yeah.
No, not the network. No, the pharmacy. And he gets her back to the room, and we're just sitting there, and she's showing us a tattoo on her ass.
Oh, my God.
And I'm trying to sniff, and he's giggling from the front, and she's like, she's going to leave, and he goes, do you just want to watch me and him, J.O.? And she's like, what? And he's like, well, just J.O., and you can watch. And she ran out of the room.
The parting shot. Like you saw that all your options were used?
Yeah. I was being a team player. I tried to get the waitress to go in the closet
and look at my mule, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's awful.
You're helping him out?
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me?
He's awful.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich. Hi. How you doing? How do you get a girl to watch you and your friend J.O. in a hotel room?
Well, from my experience, that's brilliant, man.
My favorite is when me and him were on the bed with a girl once. I told you the story in the air, but if you're and the girl's in the middle of us, and we're both whacking our bags. Like she's in between us, of course.
That is so gay.
No, it's not. There's a girl between.
There's a girl.
And he goes,
oh my God.
He goes, hey, let's flip a coin, and the loser has to F her. To me, over her, he says. pig.
You are despicable. What did she do?
She just, and I laughed nervously because he had a rod. He was real. I couldn't get a rod. I kept laughing. And then she gets up and gets off the bed for a minute. We look over at each other like, all right, we got to stop for a second. And this is what his selfish pig boss is.
The loser has to have.
He finishes, right?
Oh, God.
He finishes. Then I'm on the bed with her. I'm packing like a half. He goes to the bathroom, and I guess there's a catalog in the thing, and I hear him going, trying not to puke while I whack my bag. It was awful, his cough. He was automatically out of the sex mood. Rotten Jewish throat.
Did he finish, like, on the bed?
I didn't look where it went.
You're close enough.
I was looking at her and just trying to hope he didn't say anything else that made me laugh. I was laughing the whole time.
Where did you find this creature?
She was some girl he knew. She lived out of state. She came in for like 3 days, and we went to the hotel.
And then, how do you start? What are you just, you're all laying on the bed, you're watching TV. How do you start just pulling your hog out?
It's called good cop, bad cop. And he will actually go, do you mind if me and him just say ho? And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Cut it out. Meanwhile, I'm unzipping my fly.
Oh, my God.
And he'll start. He's like, come on, just touch it. And then she's looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. I'm like, go ahead, just touch it. Shut him up.
Holy smokes. That is sick.
But he's always the one that leads into these things. I'm never able to pull the girls that will do this. It's got to be on
and she just stayed there. And did anyone get to have sex with her?
No, we didn't.
No. And did she even touch anybody?
She might have.
For me, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, the girl or Voss?
The girl.
Oh, okay. Come on.
I wouldn't want to gag him and hear that one.
Like I can get over those speed bumps.
Oh, my God. Hey, Louis, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to say that I think I've seen Rich Voss's show before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's called Love Line on MTV. Later.
Well, it's like a VH1 version.
Yeah, it could be. I never saw that show, so I don't know. I can't.
Well, they got a comic and a psychologist that sit and take phone calls and solve people's problems. So it's a little similar.
It's about Voss's Saturday night. It's called Never Mind the Black.
You're horrible. You can't use that C word. What did I say? Anthony,
do we have any more?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Anthony's going to bring up a good point here. Go ahead, Anthony.
Okay. Anthony, you said before something about how do you go about starting this whole J.O. fest?
Yeah.
I want to know, Voss and Norton, how the hell did the two of you find out that you're comfortable even doing it together?
Right.
I'll tell you how. The girl there.
Very good.
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you one of the first experiences I had with Voss that made me like, no, we could do it. It was not.
No, we could do it.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? Voss is getting out of my car. This is years ago. After a set. And I'm looking one way, and he goes, hey! And I turn around, and he's bent over with his a-hole open, laughing. And I laughed, and he closed my door and went into the parking garage and got his car. And then, wait, hold on, sir. I'm explaining here. You know. And then there was a time where he was dating a girl, and he's like, I'm going to try to get her to give me a Hummer while you watch, meaning me. Yeah. And I had scrapped at home. Really hot. And I had just finished at home. Literally. Like, my belly button really smelled like a fish. And I come into the city. This is when I lived in New Jersey. And there they are. I walk by. I see Voss and his girl in the car. And I get in the back seat. And I can't even get a ride because I had just dumped. And, you know, she's humming them. And I'm like, you looking back at me like, yeah. Like, wow, cool. We're just comfortable. Because, you know.
Yeah. Really?
It's cool. Who cares?
Yeah. What's the big deal? It's not like we're touching each other.
Not at all.
You know, what are you kidding
we don't
me?
even shake hands.
I know. I won't touch
by
him.
each other.
You kidding me?
You're like the perverted odd couple.
Yeah.
You got the...
Exactly. I'm a neat freak and he has AIDS.
Well, I got rid of it. I had soup.
Soup cured it.
Chicken soup, yeah.
Chicken soup cured the AIDS.
Yeah, I got rid of it for this week.
Thank you, Anthony.
See you later, guys.
How did they know we were comfortable together?
Jesus, that's it. Well, most guys don't do that with each other.
Kidding me? Never. In my life, I mean, I've had other friends where we've I guess, trained. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the big deal?
But you know what the thing is? You can't just start a story that you're laying there next to a girl on either side jacking. You can't just drop us in the middle of that story. We need a little background on how the hell you got to that point. That's all I was saying.
We do it all the time. Just it's funny. We don't care. Who cares? I mean, I'm not homophobic. I don't care. I don't think Boss is going to try to lick my mule again. I mean, one time, I tell him, hey, look, that's for girls. He cries a little. And I say, look, nothing personal.
Oh, God. He had Ticketron's number on his mule.
April 18th. Why?
I could go on air and say, and this isn't gay, but Norton's packing it. I mean, every other part of his body is pathetic. If you look at him, if you look at his no pigment, his physique looks like Jell-O, all right? But he's packing, see, and that's the whole thing. That's what gives him confidence.
Yeah, it's all
that must be
that's what, I'm not saying I haven't seen bigger, but, he's doing okay.
Sucked bigger.
So that's why if we're with a girl, I'm not going to follow him. I got to open.
Oh, there you go.
See? All right.
God damn, what a relationship you two have. That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Who knew the comedy circuit had this going on?
That's hilarious.
Any other comics ever join in your hijinks?
Oh, yeah, I've been on quite a few trains that I can't mention names.
Oh, really? Any that have been on this program?
One maybe.
Yeah.
That's years ago, though.
Yeah.
I haven't been on, this is true, I'm 33, I haven't been on one of these probably in 7 years.
Right.
It was something you do at one point in your life. It's silly. And it's usually, they're not girls that you're dating, they're just girls that you hook up with and like in a kinky
There you go. And kill them afterwards.
Yeah,
Whatever.
One time, weren't you with a girl and you used Patrice as a bed?
It was the time I've been in a Central Park store. I mean, we've had a few.
The Central Park store.
Yeah. You know something? I forgot
There's
it.
a lot of new listeners.
What's the Central Park one? I forgot it.
That's a great story.
You want to tell it?
I'll tell Paul, you tell Paul, because it was me and him were coming out of this place in the village, and this black girl walks up to him.
That doesn't sound good right away.
No. And a black girl walks up to him. She's gorgeous, and she goes, "Oh, I saw you at the comedy club." So then we're talking, all of us.
Yeah.
And Voss is smooth, man. So he gets her to go out. He buys her a drink. No, she had a drink.
We went to eat at a bagel place.
So she had one drink, and we went to eat at the bagel place on 54th and Broadway. And then he gets her into a peep booth somehow right next door.
No, I go, we're going to go watch movies.
Movies, yeah. Pornographic movies at a peep show.
I'll tell it up till Central Park, maybe.
You tell. I'll tell Central Park, and you finish.
Look at you two, just like the girl.
Yeah.
You start, I'll finish.
I tell you, good cop, bad cop. It works. And meanwhile, they're like, I don't know who. And so we're like, he's got her in a peep booth, and they're fooling around, and I'm in the next booth just trying to listen a little bit. So we go outside. It's like 3 a.m. We're standing by Rich's car. It's between Rich's car and a newsstand. He's making out with her, and he's feeling her up, and he's got, the old double knuckle lesson.
Right across from the Letterman Theater.
Right across from the Letterman Theater, yes. And I'm squatting down behind her, trying to put my hand up her dress.
Oh,
and
good.
she's disgusted. She wants nothing to do with me. But she really likes him.
Oh, God, you're the odd man out.
I'm like dating a chick with kids. I'm the kid like you tolerate even though you hate. He's like, all right, just let him do it. Let him do it. I'm like reaching up and I'm touching her.
Oh, that is horrid.
And she's feeling violated, but she likes him. And then we go to Central Park.
Well, but she finishes on Broadway, too.
Okay.
Finished with who?
She did.
Him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
You got her to shake?
On Broadway.
Wow, okay. So you go to Central Park.
Yeah, we go behind a tree. We didn't want to go too far in the park.
Behind a tree. Well, dangerous in the park, sure.
Over the wall, behind a wall or something. And and then all of a sudden, I forget what happened.
I don't.
Well,
she's going south on me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're, and
whistling without a problem.
And people, there's always there's a difference between reality and radio stories, too. Remember that out there. So she's going south on me.
And you're standing up, right?
I'm standing up.
She's bending over.
I'm hanging from a tree to make her feel at home.
Oh, man.
No. Wait, hold on. Listen, so she's going south. And I look down, and I see his little bald head and tongue in a place you're not supposed to put your tongue.
Not.
Right? He's in a
my God.
But it looks like a kid who just found candy on Easter, right? And he's...
All you see is his eyes.
All he sees this little bald head.
Poking up from...
It looks like the cartoon Ziggy.
Kilroy was here.
And I was like, he's standing, she's bent.
Oh, my God.
And I'm swatting. I'm swatting.
Yeah. So this girl's she's like a 10, too.
Hot.
So I finish, and I
my God.
I talk her into, I said, take care of my friend a little.
She's humming me.
Oh, I got to tell him the other story. So I go, take care of my friend, too. Right? And she does whatever. So we're driving home. We dump her or whatever. I told her the hotel was sold out. And we're driving home, and I look at him, and I go, well, did you have a good time? He said, well, I was a little uncomfortable. I don't want to get my pants dirty. I go, what? You'll strange girls.
No, wait a minute. See, wow. Hold on. We almost made it through the whole story. You can't use the...
okay.
I said my legs are sore.
Right.
My legs are sore.
Your legs are sore and you don't want to get your pants dirty.
He said, why are your legs sore? I'm like, well, I was squatting. I didn't want to kneel and get my pants dirty. He said, you'll tongue a stranger's balloon knot, but you won't kneel and get your pants dirty?
What are you going to go home and your mother's going to look at the dirty pants? Jim, were you in the park again?
So, I believe this story is all part of an unsolved rape in the park, too. And it just sounds like a crime.
Wilding, she was jogging.
It's a crime.
I picked up 2 girls after a show, right? Or I met 2 girls. So I call Norton. He's working another club in New York. And one was maybe a 3.
Oh, yeah.
And
these 2 goddamn guys.
No, was I on that show with you?
No, you were across town at the Haunted House over on First Avenue. And so I call, and they got a room at the Marriott Marquis, right?
Ooh.
I go, Jim, I got these two ladies I met after the show. They want to hang out. He got over there quicker, right? I mean, he flew over. So we go up to the hotel. This girl was like a 3, and the other one looked like...
There was a decimal point. The 3 was the hot one. It was awful.
Right?
So what did you think when you walked in and looked at the girl?
I was expecting American Indians to chase them with a spear. They were horrible.
Right? Really, she had to thank Greenpeace.
I almost carved my initials in her. She was a fat... They were awful looking.
Wow.
So, excuse me. I'm in the bathroom with one, right?
And I got the other one I'm on the bed
with. The one's like a 3 or 4. I'm in the bathroom with her. Right? I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I've changed. I'm like a good boyfriend now. But, so I'm in the bathroom with her, and we're fooling around.
Of course.
And she's doing to me what Norton did in the park.
Oh, my God. The rusty trombone she's giving you.
Yeah.
That's
when you're licking the balloon out, and then you give the reach around and start.
Well, so she's doing that. So the other girl,
my God,
the 0, the -2 wouldn't have anything to do with Norton, and you would think that between them they're a 1, right?
She wouldn't have anything to do with you.
No.
She was fat and awful, and I'm laying on my back on the bed, and she's kind of like riding on me with clothes on.
Yeah.
And she was horrendous, but she wouldn't go any farther.
So the other one, we come out of the bathroom, I finish, and I said, look, my friend just got out of prison or rehab. I said something. I go, he hasn't been with a girl for a while. Can you hook him up a little?
Hook him up a little.
Let me have a cigarette first.
Yeah.
You are so generous.
So he goes into the bathroom with her, comes out, whatever, and we're we're leaving. Again, I go, so you have a good time? He goes, yeah. I go, well, did you make out with her? He goes, yeah. I go,
Live and you learn.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was true.
Did you notice a fragrance?
I had no.
So that thing under his tongue is my baby seat.
I didn't know.
She was licking balloon knots.
Apparently for a while. And you always know you're in for a classy evening when you walk in and the girl's sitting on the toilet finishing a cigarette. And I did a mule release, and believe me, pow, right to it. And well, I might add, really well. But I had no idea. said, did you make out with her? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, dude, she ate me. I'm like, ah. Yeah.
You know how many emails I get what a pig I am every time I tell these stories? But, you know.
It hurts with girls. People think I'll beat a comedians get laid a lot. Musicians get laid a lot. Comedians tell stories like this, and women want nothing to do with you.
Well, it just sounds like there was a lot of action going on. It doesn't sound like you're really hurting for...
Not at all. But they think you're a pig.
Yeah, well, you are. Listen to these stories.
What? Little two men having to sharing a lady on the toilet.
On the toilet.
Yeah, just a girl on a toilet. If you're not licking chocolate out of it, you might as well help a couple comics out.
So Voss is on the line. Great. By the way, someone wrote in on the instant feedback. It's looking like they found Shauna Levy's remains.
Yeah.
Josh from Long Island. The skeleton they found in the D.C. area is really Voss's career.
Oh, come on. The guy's got a great career.
He sure does, and he's right here.
Hello?
Voss. Hey, Voss.
I got it. My career stinks after today. Anyhow.
Hi, Angel.
Hey, Cookie. Hey, did you ever go with us? It was in, like, Philly, right outside Philly. There was, like, those rooms where the girls in the peep booths, and you go into the room with them, and you pay them, like, I talked them down to, like, $10, and they would watch you do things with yourself. Did you ever go with, like, me and Levy and Florentine?
I went to a lot of them in South Jersey. The one I actually went to in Philly, my buddies took me for my birthday. My buddy Kenny and a few other guys, and Lou, they chipped in and they bought me a hooker for my birthday.
What is this, though? You go in a booth and the girls watch you?
Or they, I think they give you, like, lap dances with your clothes off or something. Like, one night I got kicked out of the place. They just threw me out. I was kicked out of a peep booth, but...
Why, were your little midgety fingers freaking out the girls?
No, because they weren't going for, the money I was trying to get them to go for. And one night we were in there.
How many quarters can you hold in those little hands?
It wasn't quarters, stupid. Listen. And one night...
Pling, pling. They're falling between his fingers.
So they would watch you, right? And under the shade, there was, like, maybe 3 inches where you could see.
Yep.
And Levy was in there. You could see the shadow of his hand going back and forth real quick. Like, me and Florentine were cracking up. All you saw was his shadow going back and forth real quick, right? And then he was finished, and all of a sudden they make a call, and this guy comes running in there with a big mop.
Yes, I was there for that. That was on Route 130 in Jersey.
To mop it up.
You were there?
It was me, you, Florentine, and Levy. The whole place smelled like ammonia. Yes.
Yeah.
It's right past Cinnaminson. It's a phenomenal place. It's all J.O. booths and traffic circles down in South Jersey. Tourism there should be booming. Dude, remember there's a place at 55th and 4th and Broadway where you brought the chick one time, the Central Park Store, that same place.
Yeah.
A chick actually let me... I was doing a little mushroom balloon knot eating for $5.
Wow.
The window used to be up before Giuliani closed them all. And
now the window would come up and there's no glass?
No, they were.
So she's right there.
They were standing at chest level, so certain areas were at face level. Like your face would go through the little glass, and they'd have to squat down to talk to you.
Oh, I got you. So if they stand up.
Oh, balloon knot heaven.
Hello.
$5.
Wait a minute.
And
you paid her $5 and you put your face there.
Right in there. Because I'm a good guy like that.
I'm not worried you're going to catch something?
Don't you know what you would catch?
That's years ago.
I'm immune.
That's years ago. And I had one girl scold me. She's like, "Ooh, no tongue, sweetie." That's true. It was a different girl.
Man.
I slipped her a $5 and she gave me a little scolding.
Did she?
I brought a couple girls into those places, but the Indian guys always throw you out.
They're always blocking.
Yeah, they're always. And there was one place where the windows come up in South Philly or South Jersey where it's like a circle, though, like of windows. And then the windows came up and the girls in the middle. And all of a sudden I look across and I see, like, Florentine's head out of another window. And it kind of, like, put a damper on things. It's not like, laying in bed with you, who I'm used to.
It's in the round, you're saying. I've heard of these places where the windows will open up, and not only you see the girl, but you see all the other guys that are cranking.
All the other perverts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the same way the 54th and Broadway one was. That was the same setup.
There was one booth I was in over, I think it was by, like, 56 or something, and I don't go to them a lot, and also I'm in there, and all of a sudden I see a tongue between, like, the wall come through, right?
Did the wall come through, or did you hit the little glass and the thing went the little buddy booth opener?
And it was horrible.
A tongue came through into your booth?
Yeah, because there's like a crack between the plexiglass.
Dude, what did you do?
Huh?
What did you do?
Ask Norton. What did I do? I ran out of the booth. It was scary.
That's funny.
It was, a lot of times you got to watch it because the guys will hit on you. And usually, I'm not a phobe about that. I could care less. I just mind my business. And they don't touch you. They look at you and you keep walking.
No!
But before I didn't know this would happen. I was in another one in South Jersey. It's just a wonderful part of New Jersey.
Yeah.
And there was a little hole.
Right.
In the side, and I didn't know there was a hole in the side. And I'm whacking my bag, and I hear... This is absolutely true. I look down.
Someone went...
Yeah, well, what are they going to do? Excuse me, sir? I mean, they have to go because it's illegal, I imagine. And there's a little hole, and I look down, and I see a big black finger crooking at me in the come hither motion.
Come hither?
Yeah, it was awful. Like an Addams Family episode.
The fat guy over on Route 1 and 9 throws...
That's different, though. Boss, which place do you mean?
Well, no, everyone. The fat guy on 1 and 9 throws notes over the wall.
I've had them lobbed over at me, too, but they're a full door. They
what
can't
does
look
it say?
They throw notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look at me. If I'm in a booth, believe me, I'm Jennifer Lopez when I'm in a booth.
I know.
I'm nothing on the streets, but I'm a catch in a peep show.
One guy threw a note, and I opened it up and said, write a new joke.
Dude, no, the ones I like the ones in Edison, New Jersey, because of the stupid zoning laws and a bunch of religious.
That's the one.
No, that's not the one. The one I'm talking about is it was way farther up by Raleigh Prison.
They're talking about like it's Carvel ice cream store.
It is actually on the floor.
You know what's the worst?
Hold on, they have the booths cut chest level. So you can't whack your bag or anything.
Well, no. I'll tell you what's the worst. Now, you go in Pennsylvania out by Lancaster, there's no doors.
I've been there, too. No doors at all.
You
just sell them?
All of a sudden, guys come strolling by and stuff. It's horrible.
Yeah, I've had them.
You want to buy a peep show door?
Hey, Velcro feet, you mind continually walking? It's the absolute worst. And you ever dropped your last piece of chewing gum on that floor? Boy, isn't that a pest?
How about the guy that didn't get hired to mop up those floors?
Oh, my God, you guys are a pisser.
Dude, there's so many booths. I love them. When I'm on the road, dude, is there anything greater when you're on the road, you see a booth, you're just like, it's so cool. You run in there.
The Jack Shack.
And I don't like to ever arc before a show. I never dump before a show.
Because you need the energy. Right. And you need your legs about you.
Yeah. Well, that's the worst. On the way to a gig, you don't want to do it before, because then the whole night you just feel like a total zero.
Yeah.
But on the way back from if you're leaving Saturday night.
Yep.
And, after you got rejected by the whole audience.
You treat yourself.
There's nothing wrong with that. 50, 75 cents.
You can't do it beforehand, and then you get all ready, and then in the middle of your act, you feel that pulling sensation because you're stuck to your jockeys.
You ever have that?
Hey, you turn the wrong way and you go, ow!
It's like the crazy glue tip when the little glue is stuck in the hole.
You know what's the worst? I'll tell you what's the worst. When you're doing the bathtub and it looks like little jellyfish come floating towards you.
Dude, it sticks to you like rubber cement. You got to pick that and hairs off. It's awful. You never arc in the tub.
I know, it's the worst.
Something happens, it mixes with the water and turns into sacrete.
Little rubber cement balls all over your leg hairs and your stomach.
You gotta pull the hair and everything out.
It was like a monkey did it in his hand and threw it on you. And you weren't smart enough to get your face in there, so now it's all over the place.
I can't imagine why my show wasn't picked up after this.
Oh, my